And we have also studied, apart from the traditional data types, we have studied more data types and operators, that may be bit shift, left shift operator, and or we can say bitwise operators, right? And also we have studied arrays and multi-dimensional arrays, and two important things we have studied in this concept, that is length member, and another important one is for each style we have studied, right? For each style or enhanced for loop we have studied. So these and you also come to know that which questions are important, from which concepts they have asked a question. That is also I have told in everything, right? So please try to concentrate. Seeing this model is very large, but once you understand the concept, then it is very easy. When it will become very easy, when you make a practice, then it will become very easy, right? So you can get maximum questions in this. That is one theory question you have definitely get, that is the key attributes of object oriented programming. This concept I have left, I will cover this concept in third unit, okay? And here you will get type conversion, so it is a very important question. And programming controls, they may ask explain these else, okay, if else, else if ladder, and switch, or enhanced for loop, or this loop they will going to ask. And in coming to this classes, they may going to ask constructor and parameterized constructor and garbage collection and finalize method, and important one is this keyword, okay? And here they may going to ask explain the multi-dimensional and single dimensional array with an example, and the length member and enhanced for loop. Okay, now today we will start the last part of this unit, that is string handling. So string handling, we have these concepts. One is string fundamental and string constructors, and length of the method, and obtaining the characters within a string. There are different kinds of methods are available in string, and string comparison, and changing the cases, that means lowercase to uppercase and uppercase to lowercase. And important one is string buffer, okay, string buffer. So now I am leaving this concept, that is string builder, that I will let you know later for this unit, string builder, okay? So now we have studied these concepts one by one, and remember, maximum questions you will get from this concept, maximum questions, okay? Now see string. What do you mean by string? From day-to-day programming standpoint, one of the most important of Java's data type is string. So we are a little bit familiar with string, right? We have printed our name using the string, right? Right? So we have a little bit aware about how to use a string data type, right? So simple way, that is string followed by array variable name followed by what string you are going to assign within a double quotes. That's we have known, right? So apart from this, what are the possible methods are there to access the string elements? So we'll see in this class, okay? String defines and supports a character string. String defines and supports character, means more than one character. How we are going to assign? With the help of double quotes only, right? So now, in many other programming languages, a string is an array of characters. By default, we know this. Many other programming means C language. You can say C language. Okay. Here, string is an array of characters. We can say, but this is a not case with the Java. Right? Here, strings are objects. Where, in which language? In Java. In other language, you can say, what do you mean by string? It is an array of characters. So that's it. But in Java, compulsory we have to say strings are object. Strings are objects. Now, one question you have got from video, that is define a string. Compulsory. One definite question is fixed in your main exam, that is define string. So let's see definition of string. String is a sequence of characters, but in Java, string is an object that represents sequence of characters. String is an object, compulsory to write. It is an object that represents a sequence of characters. By the way, how are we going to define a string? The java.language.string class is used to create a string object. From which class we are going to create string object? Java.language.string class is used to create a string object. Okay, now this is about a definition of string. Then constructing strings. There are two ways to create a string object. First one is by string literal, means just define string variable name, then assign the more than one characters in double quotes. That is string literal, you can say. And another method is using new keyword. How we have created the object of the class, same way we have to create a string. That we can say two ways to construct a string, right? Now string literal with the help of only there is a first method, that is string literal. Here using the string keyword followed by variable name s. Now I will assign the string, I mean more than sequence of characters. I am assigning sequence of characters. Welcome to AITM in a double quotes. Within a double quotes I am assigning these characters to variable name s, which type? It is string type. So now I am simply accessing these with the help of SOP print s. So what will print? Welcome to AITM will print. So it is a one method to define a string, I mean using string literal. So this is string, you are using the keyword this one, right? String, it is a literal. Now the second method is new keyword. With the help of new keyword also we are going to define or we are going to construct a string. We can construct a string just like we construct any other type of object. So you know, you are familiar with this concept, how to create an object of the class. Same way we have to create a string also. So string followed by reference variable is equal to new string. String reference variable is equal to new string. Then inside this bracket you have to assign the characters, sequence of characters within double quotes. So it is one way to construct a string. Now here I can creating a string like with the help of new keyword. String str, new string hello. I am assigning hello to this reference variable. What? str. Then I am taking another one variable, that is str2, means reference variable. Then creating another string, that is another string object. Then here I am accessing the first string reference variable. First string reference variable is what? str. This one I am accessing str. So str2 is also has these characters, that is hello. str is also has the characters hello, right? So it is what referencing. Once we have created a string object, we can use it anywhere that a quoted string is allowed. Means within a double quotes we have to use this string. Now string s1 is equal to new string. Here I am assigning the characters, that is hi AITM. Then same way I am taking another string, new string. Here I am taking s1. s1 has the variable, has the value what? Hi AITM. But this same characters I am passing to string 2 variable, I mean reference variable s2. Now I am printing s1. What is the output you will get? s1. Kiran, what is the output you will get? Hi AITM. Very good, very good. Now again I am going to print s2. S2 I am printing. So what is the value of S2 here? So first you get yeah, high ITM. Why? Because this S1 reference variable we are passing to S2 reference variable. So obviously in SOP S2 we have high AITM. Once we have defined the string, right, high AITM, but we can access these string values into other kinds of strings with the help of creating the object of the string, reference variable S1 and reference variable S2. That's it. So it is a simple way to use a string using constructor. So which method is it? It is constructor. How you are saying it is a constructor? Because you are using new keyword. String followed by reference variable, new operator, then string, then you may access the like this. You can access within a double quotes or you can access with the help of reference variable. That's it. So it is a one method. Now we move on to another one. Here str1 has the string value, that is Java strings or objects, and str2 has the another method. They are constructed various ways. See, observe here, I am passing the characters inside the brackets here in the first line, and second line just directly I am assigning the characters. In str2 directly I am assigning, they are constructed various ways. This value, I mean these characters I am storing in str2. Now in str3 what I am performing, I am again creating one more string object, that is reference variable str3 is equal to new string. Here I am passing str2. What is the str2 has? Characters. str2 has the characters. What? They are constructed various ways. These string values I am passing to string 3. Okay, now you tell me, I am going to print SOP str1. What is the str1 characters here? String value. So this what will print str1? Yes, Java strings or objects. It will print. Fine. Now I am going to print str2. What will print str2? They are constructed various ways. Very good. Now I am going to print str3, but observe here we are not assigning or we are not defining or not assigning any characters to str3, but we have assigned reference variable, that is str2, right? Now you tell me what output will come. You will get first line or second line in this output. str3 you are accessing, I mean you are printing. So what will print is, yes, very good, they are constructed various ways. You get, I hope you are understanding this concept. Very good. Okay, so this is about a string constructor. Okay, now another one is length method. Have you used this method? Length, where we have used have you used, yes, in array concept have you used this method, right? Length. Yeah, same keyword we are also using in string also. Okay, so what is the purpose to use this length method in string? It means it counts the number of characters. In array it will count the number of array elements, but here it will count the number of characters. So for that purpose we have to use length. So it's a very important question. Please all of you mark this, it is important. Length of a string is the nothing but what? Number of characters that it contains. So how many characters it has, it will print. So now I have taken simple example here. Hi, welcome to MCA. Now SOP, that is S1 I am printing. So I will get the output, hi, welcome to MCA. But the observe second line, how to access this one method, length method. SOP S1 means what? Reference variable. Then length. What is the length of S1? I mean how many characters it contains. Which one? Reference variable. That is the meaning. To use this method, you can use reference variable dot followed by length in printf statement. Directly you are using. So can anyone guess how many characters it will print? Hi, welcome to MC. It will print for this output. When I am printing second output using numbers I want to print. So it is display number 17. Is it? Am I using 17 characters here? Can you please count these characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here 14 characters are there, but output I am getting 17. Why? Total number of characters are 14, but I am getting the output 17. Why? See, all of you. Here in, very good, space. Here we are giving a space in between the words, right? Total characters are 14. Then this one space also you have to count 15, 16 and 17. So total 17 characters. I mean length of this string has 17 characters. In string it will also count your extra space also, white space. It will also count as a one character. So here we are using total 17 characters, so it is displaying 17. By which method? By length method. How to access this length? Reference variable followed by dot followed by length method. Then you will get the output like this. So it is length method. Okay. Now we will move on to next. Obtaining the characters within a string. So it is a how you will get the characters from the string. That is the meaning. Obtaining the characters from where? From string. So you have string like hi, welcome to MCA. So in that line, whatever you can access some characters, right? So that we can call obtaining the characters within a string. So here we have four methods. We have like char at, get characters, get bytes and to character array. So these methods we have, and sometimes they are going to ask these method one by one or individually they will going to ask. So try to concentrate. This is very important question. So now you understood? From a string you can access the characters. There are four methods. What are those? Character at, get characters, get bytes, to character array. These are our methods. So let's see one by one. That is char at. Now char at method is used to extract single character at an index. So you from a string you will only print any characters, any character from that string with the help of an index, So it is a syntax like this: char at. It's a fixed keyword. Char, then here you have to compulsory use is capital. Char at int index. I mean here you have to give index number. That's it. You are accessing character, so for that purpose you have to use which data type? Char. Then which method you are using? Char at. It is a method. Char at. Inside the bracket you have to give the index number. You know what do you mean by index number, right? So inside the bracket you have to write index number. Now this index number always be non-negative and specify the location within a string. So it is non-negative. Here we are not able to give negative numbers. Index numbers are always positive, right? So it is a syntax. Now let's see one example here. All of you observe string str. I am using the string that is AITM, right? Now I am accessing only single character from this string. So which character I am printing? 2. I am printing which character? 2. I am accessing index number 2 here. So which character will print? Can anyone guess? I am accessing 2 here, index number 2. So which character will print? AITM will print? No. Here the task is what? Only print a single character. That is what index based. Here I am using index number 2. Now which character will print? And remember, index will start from 0, not by 1. Index starts by 0. Now you tell me which character. Yes, very good. T will print. See, 0, 1, 2. 2 representing what? T. So T will going to print. Right? See, index number 0, 1, 2. So you will get the character T. Right? T will print. Right? Now observe this syntax. You are going to print the character, right? For that you have to need char data type followed by variable name. You can give here any name, ch. Now I have given ch. You can give any name. Is equal to method. Here you have to use a method. So method is what? Method you are using char at. To which variable you have to apply? Str. Str is what here? String reference variable or string variable str. Str dot char at. In which position you want to access? That is second position. So second position means T will going to print. So it is a simple method. Only 2 lines are there. You have to, this line by default you have to write by default string str AITM. It is a string, to declare a string, right? Now this line you have to concentrate. Char any variable, reference variable is str dot, method name is char at. A is capital R. Char at which position? 2. So T will print. Is it clear? This method? Okay. Now in this example, which one will print? M will print. Are you sure? Okay, fine. M will print because we are accessing index number 3. Only one character we are accessing, so it is printing M. Now we'll see here. Here which one will print? Nothing will print. So you will get any error message? Because your index number stopping at 3 but you are accessing 4. So what kind of error message will display? It will display array index out of boundary or array index out of range. Have you heard this name? Array index out of bound. So it will it will display error message index out of bound. Kiran, I already told this concept in previous class. Array index out of bounds. Okay, when you are accessing the array elements by index wise, if you access more than index number, it will give index out of bounds exception like this. Okay, so here you will get the exception message, error exception message, right? Okay, now second method, that is get characters. In previous method we have seen only single character, but here we get number of characters. That's what method name is get characters. understood the difference? Get characters and character at. Character at only, it means only one character. Get characters means more than one characters. That's why you are using this method, get characters. And syntax is like this. Void get characters, int source start, int source end. Here you have to mention the index number, from which index number it will start and which index number it will end. So you are getting more more characters. Then character target. This you here which another string you are placing, that is target. And this newly defined string starts from which index, like this. That is the meaning. Okay, let's see. We will come to this example. All of you observe here. String s1 has the characters AITM. Okay, array starts with 0 1 2 3. Now method is what? Get characters. Get characters means two characters you have to access. Here I am taking the characters I and T. I am only printing the characters what? I and T. From where? From AITM. Right? To print these I and T, you need one more array. You need one more string, isn't it? Are you getting my point? Okay. See, get characters means we have to access more than one characters. We have to print more than one characters, right? So here I am going to display two characters from AITM. I will take only I and T as per our choice. I want to display only I and T. From where? From AITM, right? So to display I and T, you need another string, isn't it? You need another string. For this you have to define one more string. One more string you have to define, like this. Char ch. Char is a data type. Here you are assigning this character size how much? 4 array size is 4. 1 2 3 4. So here you have to mention this array size 4. Then variable name is ch. Here you can give any name. Variable name is ch. From this string you are accessing two characters and store it on another character, that is array type character. Both are same meaning. Here you are using array, here you are not using any array, right? So task is what? To print more than one characters to another array. For this purpose I have taken another one character ch. Here I am storing I and T. Here I am storing what? I and T, right? Now how to print? How to use the syntax? For what? Get characters. See here, all of you. This is our syntax. S1 dot get characters, starting point, end minus 1 point, target point, and start the index number. So it is our sample index. Sorry, syntax. Start means what here? Starting index number. That's the meaning. Starting index number, right? End minus 1. T is ending here, so end minus 1 means you have to take m. M minus 1 means what? T will go into print, right? Then a target means this variable, this newly created array name. Array name is what here? ch. That is target, and starts with where? 0 index. That is the meaning. Okay. Now try to understand again. Get characters is a method you are using. From which characters? From where it will take? From S1 reference variable. S1 is what here? AITM. So it will print here AITM dot characters. Means from AITM get the characters. from here to here, from starting position and end -1. From first position, which letter you want to display, then last letter you want to display. But here you have to mention the numbers. Then target means where it will going to store, that is I and T. Where it will going to store, that is second array. Then store, after storing, from where it will start, from 0, like this. See, S1 is a reference variable, method name is getCharacters, starting point. Here you have to mention starting point. Now see, I is sitting on which position? I's index number is what? 1. Here we have to write 1. Here we have to write 1. That's it. Index number, starting index number 1. You are printing two characters, that is I and T, right? So first we have to take first starting point I index number, that is 1. So here we have to write 1, comma, and end -1. What I have written here, end -1. Now I want to access T, right? T's index number is what? 2. So directly I will not write 2 here, because it will consider end -1. So end -1 means we have to take extra index number, that is 3 -1. 3 -1 means what? 2. 2's index, T has the index number 2. So now I am going to access T, right? But here in end -1 we have to use 3 -1. That is, here we have to write 3. What you are printing, you have to consider next index number. That's it. Next index number you have to take, right? Now from 1 to 3, starting index 1 and end -1 means 2, it will come 2, but here you have to write 3 because you are making end -1 here. So one extra index number you have to take. Now target means which array name you will write. I and T will storing on which array? I and T will store on which array? CH. Here you have to write CH. Very good. Then after storing CH, I should starts with which index number? I should start with 0. Here you have to write 0. That's it. So it will print number of characters will print from the main string, that is S1. S1 has the characters AITM. Here you are accessing more than 2 characters or more than 1 characters. Which are those? I and T. How you are going to print? Based on starting index and ending index, target array name followed by which position, which index number it will start. So by default, remember, start will always you have to give 0 here. Only you have to give 0 by default it will, because every arrays, every values are storing at the which index number? 0. So it will start from 0 only. So here you have to write 0 only. So it is a method that is getCharacters. I hope you understood this concept. Is it clear? Okay. I will repeat once again. Now the method name is getCharacters. GetCharacters means more than 1 characters you have to print. From where? From the main string. Main string has the value AITM. Main string has the value AITM, which is stored on which reference variable? S1. Here you have to access any 2 characters. Any 2 characters. For the example purpose, I have taken 2 characters, that is I and T. Right? These I and T we have to store it on another variable, another array, right? For the displaying purpose. So these I and T I will take to to store another variable, another array. For this purpose I have to define another array. That array belongs to what? Character, right? That array belongs to what? Character. So I can define char as a data type, followed by array name. ch you can give array name, new character. Here you are giving the array size 4. You can give any size here, not at all a problem. And for example purpose I have given 4. Now the next task is how to print I and t from the main string. There is a one method, that method name is get characters. From where you will get the characters? From reference variable. Reference variable is what? S1. Here S1. S1 contains which characters? AITM. From AITM get the characters. From which position you want to print? I want to print position number 1. And which position you want to end? I want to end the position number 2. Right? And where you are going to store? I am going to store these I and t from target. It's the index syntax name, target. Target means which array name we are using here? ch. I and t I am going to store it on ch variable. So target is ch. From which position you want to start? From start with 0th position. So here you have to write instead of start, here you have to write 0. Right? Let's start. So S1 reference variable, what we have taken? S1. S1 we have taken, followed by method name dot get characters. Bracket, 2 brackets we have to use. Brackets, starting position, which position you want to display? 1. I is belongs to 1 position, right? I mean index number. Here you have to mention 1. Starting position is 1. Ending position, this is a little bit confusing I think. Very simple. If you want to display t, then you have to mention it 3, because compulsory you have to use end minus 1. End is 2, but minus 1 means it will comes 2, right? So for that purpose you have to take the number 3 here. That's it. 3 minus 1 means what? 2. So I and t will going to display like this. Here end position, consider extra, I mean next array index number 3. 3 minus 1 means what? 2. 3 minus 1 means 2. So I and t. I belongs to first position, t belongs to second position. So by default you have to take extra index number here. Then target name. What is the target variable name here? Target variable name. Where you are going to store I and t? ch. Here you have to write ch, comma. In ch, which index number it has to start? From 0. So here you have to write 0. That's it. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's see another example. Now you tell A and T I am going to display. Yes, Kiran. Okay. Wait. Okay, fine. Now see this example. You are taking AITM, right? So okay. Now I have taken different variable, different things. See here. Okay. Now all of you observe. Here I have taken hi AITM MCA. I have taken. This is my main string. Right? So string reference variable I have taken str is equal to hi AITM MCA. I have written here. Now target array name I have defined, that is char. ch, new character, array size is 4 I have taken. These two are compulsory. This one is compulsory. You can take any array name, ch, whatever it is, you can take. Now here the task is, in this string I am going to print only AITM. Understood this? Only I am print AITM characters, not all AITM MCA, not all. Only I am going to print AITM. Now how to print this? See here. So this you understood this, I think, str.get characters. This line have you understood? str.get characters. Get characters is a method. Str is nothing but your reference variable name. Str is a reference variable. Hi AITM MCA dot get characters. So what here we have to write? First we have to write starting index number, then ending index number, then target variable name, then starting position. Four boxes I have to mention here. 4 boxes. First box is starting index number. Second one is ending index number. Third box is representing in which array you are going to store. Fourth one is from which position you want to store. That's it. Which array, position of that array. Last 2 box. Understood these 4 boxes meaning? Okay. Kiran understood? Okay. Now see. Now you tell me AITM I am going to print. So A is target. Starting index is what now? Is target index. Starting index 2. Here we have to write 2. Fine. Now the second box represent what? Ending index number. Ending index number. Ending index number means here I am going to print AITM. Mth index number is what? 5. M index number is what? 5. Right? But here which number should I mention here? I want to very good. I want to mention here 6 because it will consider 6 minus 1, end minus 1. Consider 6 is our end, here we have to make minus 1, then 5 will come. So in second box compulsory here you have to write 1 extra index number. M is ending with 5, so here I have to mention 6. Here I have to mention 6. Is it clear? Now the third box is what? Target. The third box represents target array. What is the new array you have defined here? Array name ch. Simply you have to write ch. No need to use square bracket, nothing you have to use. Simply you have to use ch, comma. Then AITM should store it on ch array. Then starting with what? With which index number? 0, right? 0 only it will start. So compulsory here you have to write 0. That's it. I think now you understood this concept. Now different means what? We'll take another different way. Wait just a minute. It will only print like this from starting index to last index only it will print, not different strings will print. Remember this point. It will not print different index. From starting index to last index only it will print. ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಂಗಾಗತ್ತಪ್ಪ. Okay, here I will take which examples I will take. First I will run this, then you will come to know. Now program is compiled. Now I am running this Java MCA. See, I am getting AITM. From the main string I will also print the main string. Just a minute. Here I will print str. Now you see, compile it again. Now see here, our main string is hi AITM, but from this string we are printing only AITM. Now you tell me which example should I take? Hi, welcome to Java should I take? Is it correct now? Hi, welcome to Java. Now let's see this output, what will print. See here, our main string is hi, welcome to Java, right? Now from these index number 26ch0, you forget about ch and 0, we just concentrate 2 and 6. From 2 and 6 we are getting the values WEL, that's it. So how it will print WEL? Count the index number. Yeah, count the index number 2. 0, 1, 2. So 2 is printed here. First space you are getting here. First space is there. All of you zoom it. Right? So starting position is space. So from this space it will printing 2, 0, 1, 2. Then 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Then here you have given the number is 6. 6 is representing C here, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what I told, one number less. One number less means which one will going to print? L. So L is printed here. Understood this? Shall I make changes? Any changes in this example for your understanding purpose? Understood clearly? No doubts? Okay, fine. Now the another one is, that is third method, 2 character array. Third method, 2 character array. Already they have asked the question. See here, explain the following 2 character array. It is, sometimes they may going to ask individual methods, right? So now we will see this one, 2 character array. It is an alternative of getChars method. What we have seen in previous example, it is an alternative way. 2 character array convert all the characters in a string object into an array of characters. What will it make? It will convert all your characters in a string object into an array of characters. That's it. In previous we are using character, right? But here it will automatically convert all characters from in string object into an array of characters. It is the best way and easiest way to convert your string to character array. It is the best way. Syntax is like this: character followed by array 2 character array. You have to use like this, right? Let's see one example. From this example we will come to know. Now here string str you are using hello world, right? If you use str.2character array means it will print all the characters one by one. Nothing is different here. String str will print all the characters, and this is also will print character wise. That's it. HELLOWORLD, like this it will print. It's very easy to remember and write. compared to what we have discussed, this method is very easy. Only you have to use str dot to character array. It will going to store it on ch variable, I mean array name ch, then it will print the ch. Okay, now regarding this we will discuss it in next class. Now time is up. Now you can leave the meeting. Thank you one and